Okay? Mapapa-confess ako dito.
Tell me about the day I was born. How well do you remember that day?
I remember it very well. Cesarean ka kasi, ang nakaplano at 7 in the morning. They were going to take your mother in. I didn't sleep. Hindi ako nakatulog the night before. Siyempre, yung una kong anak. When your mom's in the hospital, I stayed with her. So we went down together. Nakasuot ako ng hiningi ko sa doktor na kung pwede nasa loob ako because I wanted to see you. And we did the usual thing. They put your mother to sleep. And then I was there and I couldn't. When you came out, I remember it so well. First of all, you were blue. Most babies are blue when they first come out. Nanganak na si Lisa. Then I looked at you and said, but there's something wrong with this boy. Why is he that strange color? And you know, it's not like in the movies, right?
There's still something wrong with me now.
Yeah, well, maybe that...
What was the first music album you bought?
I actually know that. Bridge Over Troubled Water.
By
Simon and Garfunkel. Because yung unang nabili kong 45 was Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel kasi pinanood ko yung The Graduate. It was the theme from a graduate, yeah. So that's the first 45. And then nung lumabas ang Bridge Over Troubled Water dahil gusto ko na yung Simon and Garfunkel, I bought it. That's the first album I bought.
Was it a good idea to be a reservist?
Yes. There is a camaraderie, may brotherhood ang mga sundalo. Basta't may pinagdaanan kayo at may pinagsamahan kayo. Habang buhay talaga yan. At saka yan talaga literally hanggang kamatayan. Kaya't naiba talaga ang relationship ng mga sundalo sa isa't isa.
You could have dinner with 3 famous people, living or dead. Who would it be?
My dad.
Lolo Gun doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
I'm just saying that because that's too easy of an answer.
That's too easy? Okay.
Wait, off limits.
Yeah.
Lolo Gun, Albert Einstein.
Why?
And because they're too.
You're taking everybody
out. That's exactly. I know you too well. Lolo Gun, Albert Einstein, and Stephen Hawking.
Wala ka nang tinira.
All off limit.
Labo.
Para naman something new.
Well, I wanted Albert Einstein and my dad, but if they're not allowed, the Winston Churchill, Emilio Aguinaldo. I wanted to meet the first president of the Philippines, and I would love to sit down and have dinner with Socrates.
The dinner might not ever end.
Never mind. He will apply the Socratic method over dinner.
You might never
okay lang,
come to a conclusion
marami kang
matututunan
doon. Because
nothing
I've
for
read
that
so
matter.
much, I'm so curious to see what kind of man he actually was to have dinner with.
When you were a teenager, which family member did you go to for advice? And looking back, was it any good?
For advice? My father.
Yeah.
Lagi kong pinupuntahan yung father ko.
And I assume it was good advice.
It was always very good advice, but it's not necessarily easy to follow. Hindi yung basta't madali. Pag ina-advisean kayong you have to do it this way, this way, this way, it's not the easiest way, but it's the best.
What were your insecurities growing up?
My greatest fear that something would may mangyari sa father ko. You know what my worst nightmare was? Was that I would turn on the TV and the news would say, the president, something happened to the president. That was my the worst thing. Because, siyempre, politika, he was president, he was controversial in many ways. Kaya siya mismo, conscious sa security. So, iniisip namin lagi yung security niya. So, yun ang pinakamasamang naisip ko na. Yun ang talagang kinakatakutan ko sa buong buhay.
And when do you feel happiest?
When I've done something that I've worked on for a very long time and is important to me, that's when I feel happiest. If you want to say the happiest, I did a really good job. May nagawa ko na napakaganda ng maraming tinulungan. And then we go out, the family celebrates together that day. That's when I'm happiest. I have that in the back of my mind. You guys are with me. What can you ask for more?
What are you most proud of in life?
Being a servant. Public servant.
As a segue to the next question, how would you like to be remembered?
Well, of course, as a good father, as a good husband, as a good family person, professionally, as a good public servant. I'll tell you my greatest fear. My greatest fear is that I come into this world, I live and die, and nothing changes. Wala kang nagawa, wala kang natulungan. Ay, nako, that's the worst thing that I can, para sa akin, para sa isang tao. Yan ang sasabihin mo, nabuhay ako, ang tagal ko sa mundong ito, wala naman akong natulungan, wala akong nabago, wala akong pinaganda. Ba't ka pa nabuhay, di ba? Yun ang pinakamahirap para sa akin. That's the worst fear.